All right, welcome to the Explainer. So, you ever wonder why some partnerships just click? They create magic, while others are just, a bunch of friction. Well, today we're going to dig into that using this really cool analogy from physics and engineering.
I mean, we've all seen this happen, right? You get two super smart people, or maybe two amazing teams, and you put them together, and somehow nothing happens. It's like 1 + 1 = 0? So what's going on there?
Yeah, it often feels exactly like this, like two gears just spinning like crazy right next to each other, but they never actually mesh. All that incredible energy, all that raw talent, it just turns into heat. Friction. No actual work gets done.
Okay, to figure out the solution, we actually have to rewind the clock way back. We're going to 1665, and we're going to look at this really strange observation from a physicist named Christian Huygens.
So the story goes, he was sick in bed and he noticed something weird. He had two big pendulum clocks hanging on the same wall, and over time, they would mysteriously start swinging in perfect sync. He figured out that these tiny, almost invisible vibrations traveling through the wall were enough to get these two completely separate systems to lock into a shared rhythm.
How cool is that?
And there's a name for this phenomenon. It's called entrainment. It's this fundamental idea in physics that explains how two independent, oscillating things can just naturally find a common beat and lock in together.
And look, this is not some obscure, dusty old physics principle. Entrainment is literally everywhere. It's the pendulum clocks, sure, but it's also how a mother and baby's heartbeats can align. It's how musicians in a band just lock into a groove without even thinking about it. Or even how thousands of fireflies can start flashing in perfect unison. It's this invisible force that kind of pulls order out of chaos.
Okay, so that's the natural phenomenon. Now let's see how we humans have actually engineered this exact same principle into one of the most important inventions ever, the simple electric motor.
So every motor has two crucial parts, right? First, you've got the stator. Think of this as the stable part. It creates this fixed magnetic field that provides orientation. It's like the why, the mission, the constitution. And then you have the rotor. This is the part that spins. It brings all the raw energy, all the power. It's the how, the execution.
And here's the key. If you just have a rotor spinning by itself, without that stator field, you get absolutely no useful work. It's just a ton of energy being thrown off as wasted heat. It's all action, but with zero direction.
And the opposite is also true. A stator's field all by itself, it does nothing. It's pure potential, but there's no motion, no action. It's like having a brilliant plan on paper, but nobody around to actually do anything about it. It just sits there.
But, and this is where the magic really happens, when that spinning rotor enters the stator's stable field and they lock together in phase, bam! All of that raw, chaotic energy gets converted into powerful directional work. And that is what we call torque.
So here's where our two big ideas, those clocks on the wall and this motor, they come crashing together. Exactly. The most powerful, most efficient state for a motor is when it's in a state of entrainment. That's when the rotor and the stator's field are perfectly synchronized. They're locked in phase, just like Huygens clocks.
But what happens if they fall out of sync? If they lose that phase lock, the whole system just stalls out. I mean, the energy is still there, the guiding field is still there, but without that synchronous relationship, without the entrainment, no useful work happens. It all grinds to a halt.
All right, so clocks, motors, this is all great physics. But how does any of this apply to us? Well, let's map this incredible analogy directly onto human collaboration. Think about any great partnership you've ever seen. One person or one part of the team often acts as the stator. They're the ones holding the vision, the core principles, that stable direction. And the other is the rotor, right? They're bringing the energy, the skill, the raw capability to get things done. So the big question is, what is it that allows these two parts to lock in? What makes it possible for them to entrain and create something totally new?
Well, this is what the source material calls the Bearingfield. This invisible environment. It's built out of shared trust, clear communication, agreed upon rules of engagement. It's basically the wall that the two clocks were hanging on. It's the medium that allows the synchronization to happen.
And it's this Bearingfield that lets the two parts, the visionary stator and the energetic rotor, to lock in phase and produce that torque. And what is the torque in human terms? It's the breakthrough idea. It's the successful project. It's the third thing.
the thing that neither of them could have ever created on their own.
That's it, right there. Without that enabling environment, that Bearingfield, you just have two smart people spinning their wheels, wasting energy as heat. But with it, they lock in and you get real, productive, collaborative magic. The field itself doesn't add new energy, it just perfectly converts the energy that's already there into useful work.
So this leaves us with a final thought for you to chew on. In your most important partnership, whether it's at work or in your personal life, who is the stator? Who's holding that vision steady? And who's the rotor, bringing all that incredible energy? And maybe most importantly, what is that Bearingfield of trust that allows you to lock in and create something that neither of you could ever create alone?